2025 is about to change everything. Game studios are pushing the limits of realism, and what's coming next looks absolutely mind-blowing. From photorealistic environments to lifelike character animations, these upcoming titles are turning heads and breaking boundaries. Whether you're into dark fantasy, open-world samurai battles, or cinematic storytelling, the games on this list are the future. Let's dive into the most anticipated ultra-realistic games of 2025. You don't want to miss this. Okay, so I just played Assassin's Creed Shadows, and let me tell you, this game is visually insane. The graphics are next-level realistic. The moment you step into feudal Japan, it feels like you're actually there. The sunlight filtering through the trees, the soft fog hanging over the fields. It's all ridiculously immersive. You can literally see every detail, from the texture of the wood in ancient temples to the way rain hits the ground and creates little puddles. Even your character's clothes react to movement and weather. When Yasuke walks through a muddy path, you can see his footprints slowly filling with water. It's that detailed. And don't even get me started on the lighting. Whether it's day or night, everything reacts realistically. Shadows stretch and move with the sun, and firelight flickers against walls in the most natural way I've ever seen in a game. When you switch to Naoe and go full stealth mode, it's like watching a movie. Her cloak moves with every step, and the sound design combined with the visuals is just chef's kiss. The reflections on her blade, the subtle rustle of tall grass, it all feels so alive. Then the combat hits, and man, it looks brutal. Sparks fly when blades clash. Enemies react to every hit with real weight, and slow-mo finishers are insanely cinematic. Everything, smoke, fire, blood, looks so real, it'll blow your mind. And finally, when you climb up high and look out over the world, it's stunning. Mountains, castles, forests, all lit with dynamic weather and ultra-realistic detail. It's honestly one of the most beautiful Assassin's Creed games I've ever seen. So, La Chimera. This one's been flying a little under the radar, but wow. After seeing the gameplay previews, I can confidently say, this game is going to turn heads. It's dark, mysterious, and visually just insane. The graphics are ultra-realistic. I mean, like movie-level detail. The world feels raw and lived in. You're walking through old Spanish villages that look like they were scanned straight out of real life. Cobblestone streets, crumbling ruins, fog-drenched forests. The lighting is moody and dynamic, shifting with the time of day and weather. Even little things, like candlelight bouncing off stone walls or dust floating in the sunlight, just look stunning. Character animations are buttery smooth. Every little movement, from the way the protagonist breathes intense moments to how their coat sways in the wind, feels handcrafted. And the facial expressions, they're on point. You can read emotion just from a glance. Fear, doubt, determination. Gameplay-wise, it looks like a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and maybe even some psychological thriller elements. The camera angles and pacing give it that cinematic, story-driven feel. And the sound design, even from what little we've seen, makes the environments feel alive. You can hear every footstep echo, every creak in the floorboards, every distant howl in the night. La Chimera looks like it's going to be one of those games that completely pulls you into its world. Slow, eerie, emotional, and absolutely beautiful to look at. If you love narrative-driven games with next-gen visuals and serious atmosphere, keep this one on your radar. About Death Stranding, On the Beach. It's not out yet, but based on what we've seen so far, this game is going to be something incredibly unique. Kojima is clearly going even deeper into his weird, emotional sci-fi world. And the visuals? Just wow. From the first trailer alone, you can already tell this game is going to push ultra-realistic graphics to a whole new level. The beaches, the sky, the lighting, it all looks photoreal. Waves crash against the shore with realistic motion. The sand shifts under every step, and the water reflects light with this eerie calm that feels almost too real. There's this heavy atmosphere, like the world is holding its breath. Rain doesn't just fall, it affects everything. Surfaces get slick, characters drip with water, and even the terrain looks different when it's wet. The detail is just unreal. You can see individual pebbles, footprints slowly filling with water, and skin textures that respond to lighting naturally. And the characters? Absolutely lifelike. Their expressions, the way their eyes move, the tension in their faces, it's all motion captured with insane precision. Even simple animations like walking across a beach or climbing wet rocks feel grounded and cinematic. Gameplay-wise, it looks like we're getting more dynamic traversal, deeper environmental interaction, and possibly even new stealth or combat mechanics. The world feels more reactive, not just a place you move through, but something that pushes back. And of course, it's filled with that signature Kojima mystery, weird tech, and emotional storytelling. Death Stranding. On the Beach is shaping up to be one of the most visually stunning and emotionally heavy games we've seen, and it's not even out yet. Keep your eyes on this one.
Connection with the lady in red. The perfect.
All right, so Elden Ring, Night Rain is officially on the way, and after seeing the gameplay footage, it's safe to say this is going to be absolutely wild. From Software is going darker, deeper, and way more detailed than ever before. Visually, it's a massive leap forward. The graphics in Night Rain look ultra-realistic, but still keep that haunting, dreamlike style Elden Ring is known for. You're walking through cursed ruins and moonlit wastelands that feel both beautiful and terrifying. Shadows flicker naturally, fog rolls across the ground, and the lighting reacts to every swing of your weapon. The textures are just insane. You can see the individual raindrops on your armor, the mud caked on your boots, and even the faint glow of enchantments pulsing through your blade. Firelight dances on wet stone. Capes move with real weight. It all looks like something pulled straight from a high-budget dark fantasy film. Combat looks smoother and more brutal than before. Still that classic Souls-like feel, but with even better animations. Enemies are fast, twisted, and unpredictable. And boss fights? They look intense. Massive creatures with grotesque detail, reacting realistically to every hit. It feels cinematic without losing that gritty, skill-based gameplay. What's even cooler is how alive the world feels. The darkness isn't just visual. It's in the tone, the weather, the music, the NPCs. Everything in Night Rain looks like it's falling apart or hiding something ancient and dangerous. If this is where Elden Ring is headed next, we're in for something unforgettable. So let's talk about Ghost of Yotei. It's not out yet, but based on the early footage and what we've heard from the devs, this game could be something special. Imagine a mix of Ghost of Tsushima, Sekiro, and Phantom Blade Zero, all wrapped up in a dark, atmospheric world with ultra-realistic visuals. The setting? Absolutely breathtaking. You're exploring a mythic version of feudal Japan, centered around the mysterious Mount Yotei. Think snow-covered forests, ancient temples carved into cliffs, and moonlit battlefields. Every frame we've seen looks like it was shot by a cinematographer. Snowflakes falling gently through the air, fog creeping across the ground. It all feels alive and real. The graphics look insanely detailed. The way the light hits a katana, or how shadows stretch as the sun sets behind a shrine, it's the kind of visual fidelity that pulls you in and makes you want to just stand still and take it all in. Raindrops beat on armor, firelight flickers against weathered stone walls, and even the leaves have their own physics. The combat? From what we've seen, it's going to be fast, grounded, and brutal. Sword clashes look sharp and weighty, like they really connect. Enemy reactions feel believable, like they're taking real damage. And stealth might play a big role too, sneaking through tall grass or silently gliding across rooftops under the cover of darkness. The main character seems like a lone warrior, maybe even haunted. His cloak moves with the wind, his breathing is visible in the cold night air, and his animations are super fluid. It looks like the devs are aiming for a super cinematic, immersive experience where you feel every movement. Alright, so let's talk about Phantom Blade Zero. This game isn't out yet, but from what we've seen, it's shaping up to be something unbelievable. Visually, it looks like a dark martial arts fantasy movie brought to life, with ultra-realistic graphics that are honestly jaw-dropping. The environments? absolutely stunning. From misty bamboo forests to rain-soaked rooftops, every location shown so far looks handcrafted with insane detail. The lighting is cinematic. Soft glows, hard shadows, reflections in puddles. Everything reacts to the environment in a super lifelike way. Characters move with this fluid, weighty realism. Every sword swing, dodge, and parry looks like it's motion captured from real martial artists. Cloaks flap in the wind, hair moves naturally, and even armor reflects light depending on the angle. It's seriously next-level animation. The combat looks fast, stylish, and brutal. It's got that flashy swordplay we love, but with an edge of realism. Like, you can feel the tension in every movement. Sparks fly when blades clash, slow-motion finishers land with heavy impact, and blood sprays just right. Not over the top, but very grounded. We're also expecting seamless transitions between combat and movement. The way the character flows through enemies, parkours up walls, or dashes through fog, it feels almost like a martial arts dance. Super fluid, super polished. And if the final game looks anything like the trailers, it's going to be one of the best-looking action RPGs ever made. The atmosphere is thick, mysterious, and full of emotion. Everything about it screams next-gen. Phantom Blade Zero might just raise the bar for action games, visually and mechanically. Keep your eyes on this one. It's going to be huge. Let's talk about The Blood of Dawnwalker. It hasn't released yet, but based on early trailers and dev interviews, this one looks like a dark fantasy game with serious visual power. We're talking ultra-realistic graphics that pull you right into the world. The environments are hauntingly beautiful. You've got mist-covered forests, abandoned cathedrals, blood-soaked battlefields, all lit with this eerie cinematic glow. The lighting and shadows are so detailed, it almost feels like you're walking through a live action film. The level of realism is next-gen across the board. Rain reacts to surfaces, fabric sways with your movement, and character models are insanely lifelike. You can actually see subtle facial expressions change during dialogue or combat. It adds so much emotion to the game. Combat looks brutal, deliberate, and weighty. Every sword clash feels real, like it has physical force behind it. Magic effects are grounded in realism too. Not flashy for the sake of it, but gritty and powerful. There's a real sense of danger in every encounter. The Blood of Dawnwalker is shaping up to be more than just a game. It's looking like a fully immersive, visually stunning, dark tale. Keep your eyes on this one. It might just be the next big thing in cinematic fantasy RPGs. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. See you in the next one.